being proven by God, being proven through hardship, being proven. In the generation that we're in, this generation don't like hardship. They don't like going through nothing. We want everything to come our way and be good. I'll pay you for everything to be good. I'll pay you, child, for you to be good. It's an embarrassment my child come out like this. How does this happen? Don't they know? And God is saying, all this is me. So God said, all this is me. I know what I'm doing. All this is me. I know what I'm doing. I'm proving you. I'm proving you. Because there were things that you said in your heart, though it didn't came out of your mouth. But you said it in your heart. So I'm proving you. It was in your heart. And he let your child get involved with somebody who don't mean them no good. And you can see it. And you can tell the child. And the child don't care what you say. And God said, I'm proving you. Sometimes the proving in certain areas, you can't base it on Job's life. Sometimes the proving in certain areas is 15 years sometimes of going through certain things. You can't base it on that. Oh, well, no, you can't base it on that. Well, Jesus went into the wilderness. You say 40 days, 40 nights. At least 40 days and 40 nights. I should be out of this thing. And then Moses, listen, know them, they was only in the ark 40 days, 40 nights. Then they were out. Well, at least we should be 40 days, we should be out of this thing. Then you can be in something 40 years. And God is still saying, I'm going to get the glory out of this. And you wondering, God, when is enough? And God said, I'm going to get the glory out of this. As long as you're still complaining, God said you ain't ready. Stay in it. Because I got to prove you. You're the one that's going, listen, to teach it, you got to prove. You got to be proven worthy to talk about it. See, most of the thing we teach on are testimonies of what I came through, of what God brought me out of, what he brought me through. Testimonies. But there are testimonies that hadn't been proven. It had to be proven. He delivered me. It had to be proven. I'm asking him to deliver me. Now God is saying, I'm going to deliver you. So I had to go through the process of being delivered. I had to be proven. Now when I testify, but I can tell you how it was. Though I don't remember it all. But I know he did it. You got to be proven. Okay? You got to be proven. I didn't create this. I thought about it. Maybe there was some other way that it could be done. There is another way it could be done. That means there cannot be a Satan, a devil. So if there's no devil, there's no need to be proven. There's no need for trials. There's no need for testing. Because there ain't no devil to tempt you. So if there's no devil, there's no wrong. Okay? But as long as there's a devil, God thing is, who are you going to give glory to? Who are you going to give glory to? Him or the devil? Well, the devil, I'll tell you what, you winning this one. That's what you'll say. I hope not, but I hope you don't say that. James said this concerning that, great joy. Because they produce in us a character, quality that is key to staying the course and finishing well. That's what these testing come from. The testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature, complete, and lacking nothing. That's why it comes. You find that in James 1, 3 through 4. James 1, well, you could say James 1, 1 through 4. This is why he allowed these things to happen. To make you. They're molding and making you, shaping you. Listen, the word translate perseverance here in the original Greek means the power to withstand hardship or stress. So now God is saying, let this be, because this is going to give you the power to withstand hardship. Okay? A lot of us don't understand hardship. I didn't go through no hardship when I was growing up. Somebody was going through hardship. Well, you see movie all the time. We had the perfect marriage. Well, what happened? What happened? We had the perfect Brady Bunch marriage. Well, what happened? Our marriage was like the Huxtable. Well, what happened? Do you see how TV lies so bad to us? And then women grow up, they want this fairy tale. I'm looking for a knight in shining armor, but I just want him to be shiny when he comes. Most knights are dark, like because they have one that's dark. I want him to be shiny when he comes. Listen. The light, yeah, you might get that. But there's a dark side that you know nothing about. Okay? And most women buy the fairy tale. When you come into the body of Christ, God makes you for himself. And then he gives you someone that's like him. But the person still has flaws because you have them. And he's still molding and making. Listen, don't let what you see on TV, even with ministers now, I'm talking about this. Don't let what you see on TV fool you. They're going through also. Okay? They're just, on TV, we let you see what we want you to see. Okay? You hear, listen, man, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what they're going through because you're not over there you're not where they are. Yeah, some highlights. That's why I tell anybody, there's no way a TV evangelist or pastor, whatever it is, can be your pastor. You need somebody to discipline you. You need some conviction from time to time. You need to be loved from time to time. That person, 30 minutes on TV ain't going to do it. It's different. Well, I'm a shepherd of sheep. How? How you shepherding? How? And they living a life of whatever, and nobody's watching over them. Then when they go before, well, my pastor was, that was not your pastor. I gave you a pastor. But you said the individual wasn't good enough for you. Because you went based on what you saw. No, it's not that. Nobody tells you. Listen, the sheep will grow to like the shepherd. Okay? Everybody didn't like Jesus. But the ones who did. You see? So that's the way it is with the body of Christ. You got people that right now tell you they are Satan worshipers. They'll tell you they're Satan worshipers. That's the way, this is the life, this is what we're living in. This day and time, this is what we live in. Satan is showing himself more and more every day on your instrument that you use to watch whatever, Showing himself every day. But God loves us every day because he's showing himself every day. And he's proving we're going through things. every day. You're going through something every day. It's just that sometimes you got to the place where you're immune to it. It don't bother you. Okay, well, I know how that person is. Keep moving. Or I've been through. See, this is what you should be saying. I've been through that before. I know how to handle that. You should be saying that. It's like a person that is hiring thousands of people. And you've hired thousands of people. And when I see your kind come in the door, I already know. You ain't going to last long. Because you came in trying to tell me my job. You've never worked this place here before. You did similar work, but you've never worked here before. And most likely you ain't going to get hired. That is like people today. They come into the body of Christ, and they're telling God how they're going to do it. And then you realize you're very vulnerable. Because you can't get through the tests that God allows. He don't get upset. He loves you. He don't get upset. I do it my way. You look at women today that up doing praise and worship. Oh, this is showing. See how big this is? This back here. And it's showing. And they got on jeans that show everything. And they doing praise and worship. And you pleasing God. So you say. And people in the congregation, people are being tested. I want to get into the worship, but see, people are being tested. So don't you be, because we love the Lord, but don't you be the thing that causes somebody to stumble. Okay? Now, God will use you to rebuke, chastise, correct, things like that. But don't you be the thing that causes somebody to stumble. But this generation, that's out the door. Nobody think about that no more. And then when God shows himself to them, then it becomes, I didn't know. They were telling you the whole time. You just didn't want to know. Because it seemed like it was right. Everything must be tested. We all go through something that proves who you are. And if you can't get through it today, you're going to go through it again. You're going to go through heartaches, disappointment. Listen, none of us that I know of, none of us have gone through what Job went through. All your children at one time. And you know what people will tell you? That's a myth. Because the Bible is a myth. Well, then, if the Bible is a myth, then God is a myth. But it's not a myth. It's facts. It's the truth. That man lost a lot. He lost a lot. But he didn't lose anything God couldn't restore. And that's what you have to see. He didn't lose nothing that God couldn't restore. Everything that he lost, God could restore. The enemy could only touch physical things. He can't touch spiritual things. That's why when God gave him back what he had, he gave him back things that were much beautiful. The enemy cannot touch spiritual things. Job, I'm going to give you some spiritual children this time. It proved that they were partiers. Because he constantly praying for them. So they were living it up. It's proof that they were. But the next set would be different. And all it is an example of salvation. Okay? God giving you something new. Restoring. Okay, God, I'm asking God for restoration. Now, I know what I was going through with the thing, But I'm asking God because I don't have it anymore. I'm asking God to restore it. Why? I know what I was going through with it. If I don't let God do something in me, when the thing comes again, I'm going to be going through it again. So I'm asking God for a spouse. And I know me. The spouse wasn't the problem. I was the problem. But now I'm asking God for a spouse, and God is going to give me a spouse, and I hadn't changed. Because the spouse wasn't the problem. I was the problem. So now, why would I want a spouse when I'm still the problem? The next thing is going to be the same. This is going to be the same thing. It's a repeated. God don't do that. That's why you find people, I don't know the lady's name, but she had, I don't know, 8 or 9 husbands. 8 or 9 husbands. You know, you 8 or 9 husbands, 8 or 9, one of those. Let's just say 8. 8. And you sure you ain't the problem? You sure you ain't the problem? She's the common denominator? Either that or you just a bad judge of characters. But really you're a bad judge of character because your character is bad. See, so God, you asking and God is saying, I want to change you. I'm doing this for you because I want you. The longer you take in the process, that's why you can't compare the 40 days. Just go to the 40 years in the wilderness. That's the one you need to go to. Let's go there instead of the 40 days. Let's go to the 40 years. Now, you can get it done in 40 days, but 40 years they're going to take to kill you. Because it's going to take 40 years for you to realize, I could have gone up there and talked to God. But I'd rather be down at the base of the mountain talking to me. And the reason why I'm talking to, and explain this to help you understand why you're talking to you, because you're talking to the same people that's down there with you the whole time. They ain't going nowhere, you ain't going nowhere. They all drown in the same pity parties. All talking about the same thing and all wanting the same thing, but nobody want to go to God and talk to him. And then if you do break out and go to God and talk to God, come back, they're going to talk you out of what God told you. That's what I'm telling you. So instead of it being 40 days, you might well go ahead and accept the 40 years. But it don't have to be 40 days. It don't have to be 40 years. It can be 2 years, you'll be out of it. The quicker you realize what they went through, I don't have to go through. That was for my example. It teaches me what not to do. It teaches me to not murmur and complain. Because if I'm murmuring and complaining, God is making me, he's building my faith. He was building their faith for where he was taking them. You had to have faith to go in and conquer. But it is hard. It is hard when you have slaves that's coming out of slavery and trying to make them warriors. It's hard. But God can do it. He's the only one that can do it. He can take slaves and build them into warriors. That's what he does with you and I. We were slaves to sin. And he takes us and he builds us into warriors. But the thing about it is, we don't want to go through nothing to be built. I don't want to be built for, I don't want to be made for, you want to preach prophetic messages. You want to preach messages where people say, oh man, that's God, oh my goodness. And then you don't want to go through nothing for it. You got to labor for it. Man, there's a cause for it. You got to labor for it. The Bible says faith comes by hearing. Hearing by the word of God. That's one phase of it. Once faith comes, it got to be proven. It has to be proven. And everybody in here, you got faith. You got faith. I'm being honest with you. I'm not making that up. You have faith. You have faith that'll move mountains. The problem is you the mountain that need to be moved. Yeah. I'm being honest with you. I'm straight up with you guys. Listen, you got faith that'll move mountains, but you're the mountain that need to be moved. I'm being honest with you. That's the truth. Think about it. You're the mountain. And you look at yourself, I'm not that. You're the mountain. You're the mountain that need to be moved. Because you're the one that Satan is deceiving. Because he can't deceive God. He's deceiving you. God doesn't lie. He can't deceive God. He's coming after you. So you have mountain moving faith, but you're the mountain that need to be moved. That's the same thing with the Israelites. They were the mountain that needed to be moved. Okay? That's our biggest problem today. It's our biggest problem today. We're the biggest problem. Well, I just don't see myself as, I just don't see myself doing. I just don't see myself. Grow up. Grow up. You have to grow up. Grow up and stop wanting to be babied. You have to grow up, man. Really, I'm being honest with you. You have to grow up. This is no joke. You have to grow up. This is what the testing of your faith does. It grows you up. Or it's going to scratch you. It's going to cause. Listen, when God is through with you, your testimony, your preaching is different. Your testimony, I'm telling you, is totally different. You're talking differently. You talk with confidence. You're not preaching a message. This is discernment. You're not preaching a message where somebody can tell you ain't got no faith in God. You doubting God. But you teaching us, though. You have no confidence in your God. Because the enemy have lied to you. And you know how he lied to you? He lied to you and told you God is the problem. You are the problem. God has never been nobody's problem. He's been the one solving people's problem. But he's never been the problem. Satan is straight up problem. But God has never been nobody's problem. Never been. Never will be. Jesus has never been nobody's problem. He's been Satan's problem, but he's never been nobody's problem. No human's problem. He came to solve people's problem. So the problem is God is saying, I'm not the problem. You're the problem. But the enemy is telling you I'm the problem. So it's a point finger. Well, who is the truth and who is the lie? But the enemy is telling you God is, and you believe in it. You're more than a conqueror. Through. Not through you, only through him that you're more than a conqueror. But the enemy has convinced you, you're the problem. You're the reason why you this, you that. No. That God is the problem, I meant. No, you are the problem. God said, listen, I'm going before you. I'm going before you. I've already given you that. I'm going before you. Go and talk to the people. I've given it to you. I'm going before you. And the enemy comes after God gets through talking and talk to you. And talk you right out of it. Because he tells you the people's not going to like you. You don't have the money. You don't know how to talk to people. If I was you, I wouldn't go. Now he's getting you in your feelings. And once he gets you in your feelings, when the time comes to go, I'm not going again. But God said, I'm there waiting. But now, listen, God is the problem. You know why? He left me. He should have took me with him. He said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. You know what that means in a lot of cases? Not in all. The Spirit of God is always with you. But his word is always with you. It never leaves you. If God said, I'm with you, I'll never leave you, I'm going to prepare a place, or I'm going to make the way clear for you, and I'll be there when you get there. That word stands. When you get there, God is there. And he's already, listen, your problem is this. You want God to slay all the people. That's what your problem is. That's your problem right there. That's your problem right there. Kill all the people, God. Kill all the people at the dealership. How you going to get the car? That's what I'm saying. God, you got to see what God does is the person that's going to restrain you or going to resist you, he moves them out the way. He don't let you talk to that person. He lets you talk to the person who he's already dealt with the heart. But you still have to go. You have to go. I remember I was just telling Ronna in Tennessee when we was there. I would tell him, because we was at the car lot, and I would tell them my experience with the car. And I said, the message that God had gave us that Saturday, that Sunday before the Saturday we went there to the dealership, I said God was giving us key words. Listen to the key words. Listening to key words. And you know how important it is to listen to key words? Because the enemy can speak, God can speak. But listen to key words. I wasn't listening for the enemy. I was listening for key words. When I got there talking with the man, looking at the vehicle, and the man, he's like, do you want this vehicle, blah, 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 blah. I like the vehicle, the color and everything, and it's what I want. But I don't want to pay what you want for that vehicle. The salesman said, well, it's only, listen, only that to you. To me, that's a lot of money. I don't want to pay that. So he said, well, we can't do too much off of this vehicle. We ain't had it here that long. He said, but I have something that I think you're going to like. He goes in the back, brings the vehicle out. Boy, that thing is shiny. That thing looks so beautiful. Got those rims on it, man, aftermarket rims. Oh, I got to have this. This is me. Listen, I'm telling you, this is God. People started coming towards the vehicle, like gravitating to the vehicle. Because God's hand is on it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I ain't never tell this version of it. God's hand is on the vehicle. People gravitating to the vehicle. One guy said, I want the vehicle, man. I want this right, because it was in the back. People forgotten about it. I want this vehicle. And the salesman said, no, my client right here, he wants the vehicle. If he don't get it, then you have the next opportunity to get it. So they out there hoping. I didn't. Just get your hand off my vehicle. I'm going in here and talk to this man. This is my vehicle right here. So we go in, man, in there, and I'm still thinking keywords. So the salesman talking, he's saying something. He throws a number. He says, 22,000. Nope. I ain't paying on 22,000. Nope, not for that. Nope. I didn't even think about the people out there waiting. And they probably would have paid the 22,000. I wasn't even thinking about this no more. I already said it was my vehicle. By faith. I didn't thought about who was next in line. I was at the front of the line, and this vehicle was mine. God's hand was on this vehicle. Bold faith. So the guys, the sales manager comes over. He said, what's the problem? And I told him, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with the vehicle we came in here with. I just came up looking and happened to see the vehicle there. And then your salesman went around and got this vehicle and said, he had one for me, and this is the vehicle. He said, well, let me ask you a question. Just eliminate all this stuff. Long story short, let's just get to the point. How much you willing to pay for the vehicle? Yeah, that ain't the key word yet. This is what he said. He said, you in the right place at the right time. I said, now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This God help. I could have tell the salesman right there, the little salesman, I could have tell him right there, go out there and tell them people leave. Go out there and tell them go down the street, go look over there at another car because this one sold. So when he asked me, he said, what do you want to pay for the vehicle? Because you're in the right place at the right time. And I knew it was God when he said that. Because I was just teaching on key words, listening to key words. And when he said that, I just threw a number out. I said, 17,000. He said, good. What? I should have said 15. Boy, I messed myself over there. What the world I'm thinking about? So now we go, I figured we settled now, we good. And he looked at me, he like, no problem, no problem. Good. He said, we had to call 90 days on the lot, we want to get rid of it. Good, I want to buy it. So we go into the finance office. I don't like the finance office. I do not like the finance office. If I can skip the finance office, I'm good, man. So we go into the finance office. He starts talking, blah, blah, blah. He throws out a number as far as this is what your interest rate going to be. And so this is what the car is going to cost. I said, I'm not paying that. I'm telling you right now. Listen, I don't have to buy this vehicle. I got up. When I got up, the sales manager saw me when I got up. He knew I wasn't happy. So he came in. He said, is everything all right? I said, man, this guy shoot me a price, blah, 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 and he telling me this right here. And he done jacked the thing up $2,000 on top of what you told me, man. No, I'm not doing that. So he said, listen, he said, this is how it goes. He works for us and he works for the bank. The bank pays him to bring business to them. He said, so you have to understand his part of it also. He said, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll knock some more off of it to make sure that you are satisfied. I sat back down. Sat back down, just get the paperwork straight. Let's do this thing here, get this thing here going. The sales manager, not the sales manager, the finance manager. He looked at me, he said, we got a deal? I said, oh yeah, get the paperwork, start printing. Start printing, let's go. Giving up name and stuff like that, man, job and all that stuff. Let's get this thing here going. Listen, go out there and tell them people, get away from the car. That's not theirs. That one is signed, sealed, and going to be delivered. It's amazing. It's amazing the things that God does. I look back at it now, and I didn't saw it as faith. But I had so much confidence. Nobody couldn't take it. I didn't care what they say. Nobody couldn't take it. I'm telling you, nobody couldn't take it. That's just the faith I had in God. That's just how it was. I walked with God like that. But I listened to key words. Even now I listen to key words. But I learned also seeds move things.
Yes, sir.
And everybody ain't worthy of a seed. Okay? Everybody ain't worthy of a seed. This is what I did. Don't bring nothing. I'm good. I'm just explaining to you something. Okay? At the other dealership, I gave the lady $100. Price of the car dropped. We in the right place at the right time. It's amazing the thing God does. It's amazing the thing God does. It's amazing how God does things. But we don't see it like that. We don't see it like that. See, they don't know God. You know God. So to get the hearts of people, sometimes you have to put a seed in their hand.
The scripture say that the gift of making room fully bring for great men.
What?
Sometimes it's literally a gift will get you in the room.
Let me tell you something. The boss that I was working for, the young guy that I was working for that owns SRM, he's the CEO. It's a family on four individuals. Mama, daddy, mom, 2 sons own the whole thing. Billions of dollars, whatever they're worth now. I don't know. But anyway, when I sold a seed into him, he grabbed my hand and the other guy's GM hand, and he said, let's pray. Then once he got through praying now, because he's a pastor, once he got through praying, he said, what you want me to do for you? Say that again, boy. Say it again. You say that again. What do you want me to do for you? And I told him, I said, listen, let me tell you something. God told me you can write a check for $10 million right now and it won't even bounce. He just smiled. What do you want me to do for you? And I'm getting ready to go back to Tennessee too. I'm going to remind him. You think my seed died. My seed ain't dead. Man, that thing will get up. I'm telling you. But we don't listen to key words. We get so worked up. And God is doing great things. It's the same thing. Listen, it's the same thing. The woman that had the issue of blood. Key words. She said, if I can but touch the hem of his garment. She said it came out of her mouth. Now let's say it wasn't her. Let's say it was the Spirit of God speaking through her. Because there are times when God speaks through people. You see? I'm telling you. And like I said, same way the enemy can use people, God can use people. That's saved and unsaved. He'll use children. I'm telling you, he will use children. He used my son plain out, straight up. Told him, listen, she's a good woman. I'm telling you, that woman is a good woman. It's telling me all this stuff, and I'm listening to this boy. This God in this boy. This boy is giving me a word from the Lord, and he don't even know it. And then when he got through, he went back to talking to me like normal. But our problem is we so hard on people that we're not listening to the God that you and I love speak through them. That what she said? She ain't know nothing.
Yeah, she just came out and just said,
wow. And she didn't know nothing about?
I ain't told her nothing about that. I was just afraid. I would have known because like my speech and my son's speech, like if it's like generation, God need to know.
Yeah.
I was like, because I don't really talk to my father like that, and to really hear him, and I just asked God about it, and she said it.
And she said it.
Yeah.
See, sometimes the prayers are answered. Sometimes the prayers are answered, but we ignore it because they ain't coming from Apostle King. Well, they come from them children. You got to be able to hear God in them. Coming from that person that you least expect. That man came up, that man walked through here one day. I know when I see him. He got right there. Up there where we was at, Brother Joe, place up there, Washington. Got right there, and the man did like this right here. No, like this right here. Bow and worship. He said, I want to bow and honor a great man of God. And then he saying some stuff, and certain people, just get away. And the man, now God using the man. Soon as the man got through saying what he was saying, the man walked off. Like ain't nothing ever happened. Came right to me and did like this. I just want to bow and honor a great man of God and saying some things. And then when he got through, walked. God used him just that moment, just to say that. If God can use a donkey, he can use anybody to get it to you. He can use a heathen to get it to you. The problem is you got certain people it has to come through. The Bible said, he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. If your ears are tuned to the Spirit, you hear when the Spirit speaks to people. Because if you can hear when the devil speaks through people, you can hear when God speaks through people. If you got an ear to hear, you hear. You have to have an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying. But most of the time, I mean, when that woman, I'm telling you, that woman of God, man, all this stuff was building faith. I didn't know. That woman of God, man, she walked into the place where we were working. Pastor Lewis was there, I was there, and we stand up in there, man, and stand up in the office like in the morning, and she comes in to pay for her gas. She comes in, and she came straight to me and started telling me what God was going to do, what God was going to do. And you know what I told the lady? Because I ain't knew nothing about that stuff, man. I didn't know what y'all guys are learning now. I said, man, get out of here. You don't know what you're talking about, man. Now, When I realized the lady was saying some prophetic stuff,
Yes, sir.
now when I saw the lady some months later at her house, I said, ma'am, do you know what you, she said, I don't even remember talking to you. Oh, my Lord. I learned then to keep my mouth shut and listen to these people. The woman was telling me all the things that God was going to do, how God would use me, all these things. And I cut the lady off out of ignorance. I could have hear her out. Fast at the mouth. Quick to speak when I should have been quick to listen. And then slow to speak. But I was quick to speak because I didn't figure it would come from somebody like her. But it did. Saw the woman the next time, she didn't remember nothing. She didn't remember talking to me. Now I'm trying to figure out what this woman's. Oh, you talking about got it. And that is, it doesn't matter where you go at in this world. When God is for you, he's for you. It doesn't matter where you go at in this world. If he's for you, he's for you. Listen, the Spirit of God is known wherever. Okay? Just like the enemy is known wherever. And he can speak to people wherever. Spirit of God, the same way. The same exact way. I don't care what country you find yourself in. If God sent you, somebody there going to greet you. And you looking like, damn, people ain't going to like me over there. They don't even know me. You beating yourself up. You ahead of yourself for what? If God already sent you, you beating yourself up. I don't know nobody over there. And blah, blah, blah. You know God. You know God. I'm not going to that job. Them people don't know me. I don't know them people in that job. But God opened the door for the job. We do it ourselves, but we love him. We love him. We love God. How you do the heart thing with your hand? How you do it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. We love him. We love him. And then God is saying, but you, and God have told me numerous times, you missed it. And I'm saying, what did I miss? What did I miss? I thought you missed it. Because I'm happy at something, and somebody's saying something, and God is saying, but you're not listening. You're happy, but you're not listening. You're happy, but you're not listening. So like right now, I'm talking, and you oh, that's God. Oh, my goodness. But you're not listening. You're not listening to the Spirit. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not listening to what God is telling you. Listen to key words. Key words are going to open the door. Listen to key words. It's going to open the door. Listen to key words. It's going to open the door. You're going to know it's God. You will never get this right here, then you. I thought the Lord told me. Listen. I don't know how many car lots are in the state of South Carolina, but that one is not the only one. Okay? I don't know how many people got houses in South Carolina for sale, but that one that you went to is not the only one. Okay? That's the way it works. But we don't see it like that. We become discouraged, disappointed. These people went through this stuff in the book of Hebrews, the 11th chapter. They went through stuff being challenged, being pressed, being threatened, hiding in caves, all these things. They went through all these type of things like that to be proven as to who they are. You had to be, you listen, you have to be proven for your name to be written. Okay? What you don't realize is your story is told there greater than it is here. That's what people don't realize. Your story is greater there than it is here. I may look at you as nothing. But there, because of your faith and what you have gone through, is greater there. But we don't see it like that. We just see it like, well, I didn't get the things I wanted and all this stuff. And God is saying, didn't I tell you I'll go prepare a place for you? I didn't tell you this place was prepared for you. I told you in this world, but not of the world. Let me tell you something. The Bible says this concerning the Antichrist. It says that he will cause both small and great, large and whatever else, all these people, the whole world, to take the mark of the beast. Notice what he said. The whole world to take the mark of the beast. Large and great, the whole world to take the mark of the beast. You're in it. You're not of it.
That's right. That's right.
So he can't cause you to take it.
That's right.
Only if you are part of it will you take it. Only if you are a part of it will you take it. Other than that, you're not going to take it because you're not a part of it. I'm in it. I'm not of it. All right? Only if you are a part of it will you take it. But all of it is still faith. It's still faith. You're going through something. You're going to be. I ain't going through some of the things that you guys going through, and you hadn't gone through some of the. She hadn't got a good night's sleep in how long now? She don't forgot. Almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. And I can pray, like, Lord, you just give her a good night rest, blah, 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 blah. But I have to go according to his will. See, it's for what you've been praying for. I'm proving you for what you've been praying for. Are you ready for that type of stuff? This is what people say. Man, I ain't cut off for this. Man, I ain't signed up for this, man. I ain't signed up for this. Let me tell you something. You can get involved with a person as far as a spouse and start going through day one. Ralph, you say, I do. The marriage ain't consummated right yet, and you still going through all of a sudden. Now, you don't know whether to get an annulment. You don't know what to do. Because if you keep going, eventually it's going to show up. If you get out of it, people are going to say, we knew. You see what I'm saying? But you hoping it'll be okay. So in that hoping, you're taking a chance. I hope it'll work out. Maybe we'll get to know each other before. Listen, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You're going through something. Now, it never said that. What is the man there from the royal thing in what place? Buckingham Palace? The one that married to the American girl. Prince Harry. It never said, that they wouldn't go through things. And look at all the stuff he's going through. Look at all the stuff he's going through. He gave up his inheritance. Now he want it back. He gave up his inheritance. Now he want it back. You see? You go through different things. And this man, with all the money and all the inheritance and everything, you shouldn't be going through nothing. But you're going through something. And some of the things that you're going through is to show you. Some of the things that you're going through is to show you. You prejudice. If you ain't prejudiced, your family prejudiced. They're going to show you. He know it. He just don't want to come out and say they're prejudiced. He know it. That's why it's better for me to get away from them. Because they're prejudiced. And you would never think. People falling over the place, people trying to get there to see it, and these people are prejudiced. See, all this stuff, and God would use all type of things and bring all this stuff out. It don't matter where they live at. It doesn't matter your zip code. It doesn't matter your address. God knows where it is. And God knows how to find you. Mm-hmm. And he knows how to prove you. And he knows how to bring it out of you. Listen, I'm going to help you out. He'll bring it out of you whether you're saved or unsaved. Because let me tell you what we're in now. We're in the days, and we are well into it, the separation of the wheat and the tares. We are well in it. I'm being honest with you and tell you the truth. We are well in it. We are well into the stage of the 5 foolish and the 5 wise. We are well in it. But the people don't realize we're in it. We are in it. And God is separating. God is showing who is and who isn't. God is doing this, pulling the covers. But he's giving people a chance. But he's taking it off of them. And he's showing you the heart of people. That's why I don't follow the news like whatever people follow the news. I'm not getting caught up in that stuff. Because I know it shall be. These things shall be. They must come to pass before the end. There's no way, listen, you can slow it down, you can't stop it. They must be. If these things doesn't happen, then that means everything God has said and done, everybody has done away with. Even himself. This is what God shared with me on yesterday about people saying that they worship these gods, different things. And God said, if it's another God, then ask that God to tell you what it has created from nothing. Let's do a little better than that. What it has made from nothing. Now, I want you to understand this. Everything that calls itself a God have to use something that God made to make something. So God said, if it's another God, then that God should be able to take nothing and make something. But it cannot take what God has made and take it, because I can do that. I can take what God has made and made something. Yep. You do it all the time when you're cooking.
Yep. Yes, Lord.
Think about it. You do it all the time when you're preparing food. You take something that God has made, you prepare it, and people eat it. That's the same thing these gods do. They take something that God has made. God made you and I. They take something and contaminate it.
Yep.
I can do that.
Yep.
But I don't call myself a God. Said, I'm the only one, and there is no other. None of them can. None of those gods can. They take, listen, you got this part, that part of the body, and it still looks like something God created. Then God made fish, because he said that in the book of Genesis. You look like a fish. How did this? You look like a human, half fish, half human. This is something, see? But you call yourself a God. Come a little better than that. You got to come a little better than that. You got to come, and people don't realize this, but God is uncovering, he's unveiling things that were hidden, things that were deep. I mean, things that were so many years back. He's just unveiling it, just pulling the veil off of it. Look and see. This is what was going on. Some of the things that God is going to reveal in the next coming years, months to come, they're going to shock you. But the Bible tells us don't be alarmed. You know, don't get to the point to where, oh, no, you panic and you get upset and you all this stuff. That means you're in the world and you become of the world. Because now you're going to act like the world acts. Yeah, it happened. It happened. Something happened you had nothing to do with. You had nothing to do with it. Something that happened. Something that happened in your family, you had nothing to do with it. But it fall on you. And you didn't know that it was affecting you. The way it is affecting you. But God is able to deliver you from it. Set you free from it. So why are you going to hold it? When it was him who delivered you from it. If he didn't reveal it to you, you wouldn't know it. So don't hold it. Let it go. It ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. He that is trying to get you to hold on to that stuff. No, just set back. Just set back. No, I got a divorce so that I can be better in the next round. Why did you get one? Listen, I was in a relationship. When I met Jesus, he became the ultimate relationship so that I could love better. But the first thing, I have to love me. But I knew what love was in order to love me. No, notice what I didn't say. Spoil me. Say, love me. Because if you go into one holding things from the previous or whatever else, this is what's going to happen. When something happened in that one, because the enemy going to come. And he's going to make you do the same thing again. There ain't nothing new under the sun. And he's going to come to you with the same thing again. Let's see you pass the test. You're going to fail it. You got to be proven. Let me share something with you about love. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't puff itself up. Love is not spoiled. Love suffers long. What? It's not what? It doesn't envy. Love don't quit. Love don't point and say, it's all about me. Love don't do that. Say again. It forgives. Oh yeah, love will forgive. Because love forgave you. Love forgives. See, the same thing that you failed at in the first one, you're going to fail at in the second one. Because what you don't realize, the small foxes, they're going to spoil the vine. And if that thing is in you, it's going to spoil it. And I don't want to see none of y'all come in here, you know, and you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell. You can tell when something's going on in the marriage. You can tell. You can tell. If you've been in one long enough, or if you've been in this world long enough, you can kind of tell something going on. Hey, y'all ain't smiling with each other no more. What happened? What the world going on here? You don't like each other no more? Like, what's going on? Embrace her. And then you do like this. I've seen it right up here. I've seen it right up here. Yeah. Good trouble. See? Now, everything in you is going to be proven. It's going to come out of you. It's going to come out of you. Everything. I'm telling you. And before you can find yourself right back in the same position again, and you're going to ask yourself, what happened? What happened? And it isn't that God didn't send the person. It's that you refuse to die. You refuse to die to your ways, to yourself. You know when you are pretty much when you pretty much, full of yourself. I told this guy, I said, man, let me tell you something, boy. If you don't get a control of that right there, you're going to have a problem. Telling you right now, you're going to have a problem. Well, Pastor, look, man, all right. I'm telling you now, you're going to have a problem. Listen to me. You don't need to start that woman with something you cannot continue. Now, I'm not telling you there's nothing wrong with opening the passenger door, all these stuff like that, getting a little kiss on the cheek when they're getting ready to go to work, when they come back. That's different. But when it comes down to spoiling that woman, you're going to have a problem. Schubert, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. Well, I cannot. Like this guy, we working on the job. He working on the job now. We working on the job. His fiance calls him. He's working. We working on the job. He got to go and take a shower with her. And then come back. Huh? He started with it. Boy, you just as stupid as you. Lord have mercy. Did I say that? Lord forgive me. Huh? All I know is the guy told me. I said, well, where he going? He said, man, you got to go in there and take a shower with his fiance. He started with it. He goes in there, 10, 15 minutes, he come back out. Hair wet and everything. Listen. I just pile the concrete up in this pile, and just pile it up in the pile. Y'all pull it up, man. I got to go. I ain't never heard of such a thing as this in my life, man. I got to go, man. I got to go. Because sooner or later she'll come back and say she got to do something else. And he done started with that. Now he got to go again and do something else. And I would listen for him to come out and say, well, I got to go drive her to work. And then come back. No. He started with it, but here's the thing. He's going to get tired of it. Because you're going to get tired of losing jobs because of that. I'm not telling you occasionally when you whatever going on and you ain't working. I'm not telling you that. But listen, you working. She should understand that. If anything, she should have been bringing you lunch. But you ain't started with that. What's going on here, man? You see things like that. No, you don't, man. Listen, you got responsibility. You can't, no. Y'all going to have problems. Y'all ain't married yet. As soon as you get tired of this thing, y'all going to start having problems. Because that's what you started. You know, and I'm not telling you it's wrong with it, but you have to explain. I can't do this all the time because I got to work. We got bills to pay. And the job is not going to let me. And I'm telling these people I got to go because how long do you think this is going to go on? How long do you think? He ain't going to have a job when he come back. Or I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that's what I was told, and he went in there, and he came back out. Hair wet. It was the proof. It's something worse. Now, it's something worse. But you don't want to start. And that's what I tell the young man. I said, man, listen, boy, I'm telling you, man, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, man. Listen, it's one thing if you were, like I've talked with certain people, it's one thing if you're financially stable, that you can do these things. But if you're not financially stable, you can't do these things. You have to let her know, listen, we can't go out all the time like this to eat. We just can't do it. We can't afford it. But because you started that, I've been through that. But eventually you just get tired of it. You know, you do it on occasion, but you just get tired of it eventually, you know. But you got to like, I remember this individual told, well, I like going out to eat on the weekends and stuff. Yeah, because you ain't paying for it. That's the problem. You ain't paying for it. It's the devil. There's a whole lot of things I like when I ain't paying for it. But when I have to pay for it, things changes. Time changes. Children comes into play. Things changes. Responsibility comes up. When we were single, we can do these things. We are not single. We are not, you know, just us. When it was just the two of us, we could do these things. But now we got a family, got kids. We got more responsibility. I can't do these things that I used to do. And the woman, her time is going to be limited. Your time is going to be limited. And everybody's going to be pulling for your time. So all these things you got to, and it's going to take a toll. It's going to start weighing on your, on the string that you said this string represents our love. Y'all ain't never had none of them things? This string represents our love. And see how the string is? It's like this. And, you know, it can't be broken. And we're going to put three of them together. And, boy, let me tell you something. When them children start pulling, they already pulled one string out. Yeah. The string coming apart. You just got one little thread holding. Like, boy, we need to tie this thing back together somehow. Man. But all that stuff plays. All that stuff. And you have to factor in all that. And all this thing God used to build you, to make you. All these things like this, God used. I'll give you what you want. Good. I'm going to let you have it. Because I remember when he told me, he said, you can have her. But it's going to be a long time before you change. I wasn't willing to go through the long time. See, it was one thing if he'd tell me, okay, she is for you. Then that would be different. He would prep me for the long time. And he would take me through it. But he said it'd be a long time before she changed. He didn't say he's going to help me. Help myself right on out of it. I don't care what them people say. Tell you, they told, well, God talk against divorce. Well, God was the one told me the woman going to be a long time before she changed. So apparently, he ain't want me in this. I'm getting out of this. When I get to heaven, then he have to put me out and tell me, you had two wives. And I'm going to say, you was the reason I had the two wives. Yeah, you allowed it. If you didn't want me to have the two wives, you should have told me to stay with the first one. But you was the one told me it was going to be a long time before she changed. And that was it. You should have said some more. Huh? Yeah, he should have finished up a little bit more. He should have just went just a little further, but he didn't. He cut the thing off too quick. He cut it off too quick, and I took that right there, cut off. I cut out. Get out of this thing. And he didn't lie. He didn't lie. Though we weren't together, it took a long time for her to change. We weren't together. Man, it took a long time for that girl to change. You hear me? And I look at that thing today, I say, Jesus, boy, it been you all the way. Ooh, it was you all the way. It was you all the way. Because she got one boy right now, and boy, I was, woo. Hey! Boy, she got one boy right now, boy. Ooh. I'm divorcing y'all. I just can't do this. I'd have been out of that. Boy, I'm telling you, but it took, I'm telling you, man, a long time. A long time. And the prophecy